3 years ago I made a video about book houses and book triangles, and they're some of my favorite projects because of their simplicity, the utility, and I think they actually look quite good. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build one of those projects, the book house, and telling you a short story about why I'm building this book house a little bit later, but I'll give you guys a hint. Somebody came back for it. Let's get into it. And to build this project, we are going to be using a 1x6, and we'll start by jumping over to the land of measuring, and I'll tell you what you need to measure and what you need to cut out. All right, we got a square, a pencil, and a measuring tape, and some wood. I will tell you all of the measurements, and then I'm going to go and cut them all out. So we are going to need 2 pieces that are 12 inches long. We're going to need 2 pieces that are 10 inches long, and we need 1 piece that is 9 inches long. So I'm going to measure and cut all of those out using the miter saw. Don't forget to trim off the little ugly bit in the front. Well, I forgot to film all of that. Whoops. Okay, so a 2x6 should be 5.5 inches wide. That is the standard width. The middle should be 2 3/4 of an inch. It's always good to measure from both sides, just to make sure. Next, you're going to want to use a carpenter, or a little carpenter square, whatever, and we're just going to be marking 45 degrees from center on both these. If you don't have this type of square, measure down 2 11/16 of an inch and make a mark and draw a line from point to point, and you should be about 45 degrees, at least according to my line here. And I'm going to copy this on this. Now we're going to use the miter saw, and we're going to cut out our 45 degree angles. So set your miter saw to 45. If you don't have a miter saw, you can use a circular saw and just line it up with your blade and go like that, and that works as well. If you're enjoying this video, if you guys can do me a massive favor and subscribe and like this video as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. All right, so now we're going to be using the table saw. We just set it to 5 3/8 of an inch, and we're going to be taking our 12-inch pieces, and we're just going to rip off on one of them that edge, and then we're going to make the other one quite a bit shorter. Now the second one will be set to 4 5/8 of an inch. Perfect, just like so. All right, on our still rough edges, I'm going to be putting it's an R25 radius, but you can use whatever radius you want if you're doing this. And I'm about to tell the story of why I'm making this. Last month there was a customer where I've already made 3 of these book houses for them, order 2 more of these, and it's been about 2 years since they ordered them. And so I've already made those and I've delivered those ones. And then I just had another request for a book house, and I was a little bit weirded out because I'm like, I'm not advertising these at all as products I'm making still. So whoever knows about this knew about it for a while. And then I realized who it was. It was the customer who didn't pick it up. They now wanted one again. This time I said I require a deposit, and I asked them if they wanted a large one or the normal sized one, and they said they would like the normal sized one. So here we are building another one. Now let's just go finish this thing off. If you don't have a belt sander like that, I really recommend one if you do a lot of these small projects. The first time I did this, I'm going to show you how I did it right now. And if you saw that quick snippet, you'll agree that is a ridiculous way to do it. This is so much better. It was $100, way better. Okay, we're literally at the end of this project. All we have to do is sand all this stuff. All right, so now we're gonna be assembling, and all we're gonna be using is brad nails and glue. It's super quick. Don't mind the hiss, there's a leak in my hose. We ain't millionaires out here. It still works. I just lose air, and it's vastly annoying. Grab your buddy Brad, and let's put this thing together. Too much glue. Don't use that much glue. Then we can take our, perfect. Yeah. Okay, when you're attaching the roof, I recommend doing the short side first, not the long side. And again, we're just gonna do a bit of glue. There's not a lot of stress on this. Like, it's gonna have a book on top of it, so you don't need to go too crazy with your glue. And try to line it up on the top first. Same thing, right down here, right down here. But this time we're gonna put a little bit of glue all the way across. Don't get any chunkies in there. If you have chunkies in your glue up, it's not going to work. No chunkies. One on the top, and then honestly for the sides, you can just do one on each. But if you want it to be more consistent, do two. All right, now at this point you might think that we're done. We're not quite done. We have a little bit more to do because we got a bunch of nail holes and we don't like nail holes. Let's make some glue paste. Now I have a hack for making this glue paste, and it's a coffee grinder and sawdust. You get really fine sawdust and it just works really well. Random scraps like this around, and you just, so now you just go like this, push it down and scrape away. Push down, scrape away. Push down, scrape away. And now we're just gonna wait like a minute or two, and you're gonna be good to this. Start sanding away at this. Okay, now finish off and just soften the edges with some 150 grit sandpaper. Okay, well, there you have it. We are done our bookhouse. Now, I'm not doing any additional finishing to this because they asked if I would paint it, and I told them the cost, and they decided that they would do it themselves because it would be much cheaper. So this is what they get. It's just a raw, finished bookhouse. Takes about, honestly, you could do this in like 15, 20 minutes, no problem. And I'm selling this one for 40 bucks, which isn't too bad for a little bit of work, 25 minutes, give or take, and a single 1x6, not even the whole thing. So $6 cost plus my time, 40 bucks, not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, and this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this quick video, just making a old project for a customer. A little bit of a funny story involved in there as well. And well, we're at the end of the video. So if there is nothing else, as always, I will see you in the next one.